Before I begin, I want to clear up a slight misconception. In the previous video, I talked about Peter Parker and the whole Mary Sue thing, and due to my poor choice of words, some people got the wrong idea. For the record, I don't think Peter is a Mary Sue. Here's what I said. Now, one of the biggest complaints this fanfic gets is that Peter Parker is portrayed as a Marty Stew, or Sue, whatever you prefer. And you know what? They're kind of right. Now, what I meant to say was, well, they're almost right. Almost. Tommy Oliver did a great video on the subject, and I would recommend you give it a watch. Now, are we good? Can we start this freaking review? I've got to be honest here, guys. I really don't have a lot to say on this one. First of all, it's a sequel to a fanfic I already spent 10 minutes talking about. Second, it's only 1/5 the length of the original. So what actually happens here? Well, Twilight gets pregnant, Peter fights a Yeti, Luna continues to feel sorry for herself, and all other types of mischief. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a genuine superhero slice of life fluff filler fic, or SULF for short. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Shoot, Piercing the Heavens, which is like one of the best fanfics ever, you should totally check it out, is like 70% fluff, and I can't get enough of it. And considering the original one left me feeling freaking exhausted by the end, it's good to get a little reprieve before the next one. Now, you might remember that I had a little problem with the emotional pacing of the original. So much crap! It seemed that a lot of people disagreed with me. Except this guy. I like you, guy. You're not like the rest! However, it seems that the author finally managed to get his pacing right this time around. Seeing as there's only 2 or 3 crying sessions in this entire thing. So, bravo, Maximus. Good job. I think that has to do a large part in the fact that Peter is no longer like an angsty little teenager who constantly hates on himself. It feels like he actually got past a lot of his grief, and he feels a lot more fun and punny this time around, which was a huge relief. Trixie also gets more screen time, playing the foil to Peter and Twilight's incredibly sappy romance. She plays the role of the roommate who's constantly telling the characters to get their acts straight, like some wise older sibling. And her presence here was actually pretty refreshing. I never thought I'd actually say that about Trixie. Huh. Just for the record, I like the Peter and Twilight ship. I think they go well together. I don't think it'll ever surpass Sparity or Soren Dash for best ship, but still, it's good. I suppose if I had any complaints, it would be that the relationship is a bit over the top sometimes. I mean, these two are on each other like a couple of horny teenagers. And when they're not making out, they're always having these intense conversations where I'm like, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you more. I love you.
What the are you talking about, 32? I love that shit. That's like the best part.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I like that stuff. It's just, I feel like it's a bit excessive sometimes.
I don't get it.
Okay. Just imagine that this ship is a cake. Okay? Like a really good, moist cake. This is just me complaining that there's a bit too much frosting on it. You know, like some people like a lot of frosting on there, you know, they really like it sweet and stuff, but I just like it when there's not as much frosting on it. You know what I mean?
Wow. You are desperate, aren't you?
You have no idea. Also, did you know Peter fights a Yeti? I mean, which is freaking awesome, by the way. But the way they introduce him is kind of stupid. I mean, they're all just hanging out one day when all of a sudden... Dude, what's that? Oh, silly me, that's just...
Glacius, the flesh-eating yeti.
He's kinda like Santa Claus. Except instead of giving presents, he just eats people. You've been here 7 months and I've completely forgotten to mention him to you. Must have been those silly hormones. 11 Months is a good continuation of the Spiders and Magic trilogy that gives the character some well-deserved development and plenty of dog-worthy moments. If you enjoyed the first, I would definitely recommend this. Alright, let's get this thing over with. Actually, I'm already done. Well, that was quick. Don't worry, Joel. You can help me with the third one. He's making another one? Yeah, man, it's gonna be dark, gritty, it's gonna have like a ton of villains and stuff. I mean, there's no way it can absolutely... Oh. No!
Oh my